Yeah. Yeah. So like yeah, the way survival in this game even works, like you have like your 5 lives at the top. These 5 lives are like all you get for the rest of the entirety of the game. They do not replenish between stages. However, you have a shield, and when you send a level, I believe it's 3, when you send a level 3, you actually get a shield which allows you to take a free hit. Pretty much whenever you lose your shield because you just took a hit, you have to then charge at level 3 again in order to recharge said shield. That's the basis of like surviving and not getting hit too much, or if you gotta get hit, you know, you gotta try like you gotta try to not get hit too much. Pretty much, it's the basis of survival, and it's the way the stages progress. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And pretty much, in order to really just consider, like, to go to the next stage, you either gonna have the AI lose all their lives, which ain't gonna happen, really, or the other thing is pretty much killing the boss like 3 times in a row. Because like your opponent, as the stage progresses, eventually you're like, it's gonna trigger something where like the opponent is gonna send a boss. And as soon as you get through 3, I believe it's 3 phases of the bosses, then, sorry? Yeah, it depends on, like, you have a set amount of times. Yeah, so you have a set amount of times you gotta kill the boss in order for the stage to be considered done and progress. Also, wait, the stream cannot hear. Oh, well, I'm currently chatting with Marbles, but it would appear like chat cannot hear Marbles, which is quite awkward because then people now think I'm talking to myself. Which, while I do that sometimes, this is not the case right now. Chat. All right. Well, Marbles was just explaining how the game worked, and pretty much that you advance the stage by killing enemies, among other things, and like sending levels. game makes sense. She should be dead, however, the stream also, yeah, the stream is buffering. Unfortunately, there are internet concerns we had to take into account, and this is the best we can manage given the circumstances. So, just to give you an idea, earlier the stream was measured in seconds per frame. So, yeah, it's probably cool that we have at least something to watch right now. Albeit it's a bit scuffed, but it works. It works. Oh, yeah. Okay, so chat, just so you know, Marbles has been caught, like his audio has been caught because apparently there's like a very bad echo, so it's either nothing or like an awful echo. So I guess I'll just re-explain what he says. It's okay. I'll just voice like Marbles. So we're now into stage 5, and Cherry is a very like the stage 5 boss isn't famous because she's called Cherry, and she has like all these wisps. Like all of her levels are very annoying to deal with because like she will spawn a lot of these whips that can really easily kind of cage you in and overwhelm you and turn the whole fight into a nightmare. Like that's just pretty much Cherry in a nutshell. Another very important thing to mention, I've asked Marbles about this earlier. Like, Marbles is playing on the old version of the game. There has been recently an update, a balance patch actually, that's soon released that changed a lot, the way a lot of the shots played. And like, pretty much, yeah, just rebalanced a lot of things in the game. And a lot of people would rather play on the old patch. So this run is being done on the older patch of the game, just so you guys have the full information. So yeah, even though it's kind of hard to see right now, you can kind of see Marbles just dealing with the wisps and all the fireballs and all that things. Yeah, it's 1.00A, yes indeed. Indeed. So Marble just said like they have a higher element rate with Cherry than Ran. So yeah. Now the question, like, I suppose Ran is like meant to be like kind of a broken shot in that game for Ellen Engine. Or like a pretty good shot for that. Or is Ran worse? Oh, right. Okay, yeah, because I mean, I assume yeah, the best shot is probably Reimu, because Reimu kind of just destroys everything in that game. Yeah. Yeah, she just do be broken. Like, Reimu's level 2 pretty much in that game. So the charge level 2. Because we haven't really explained, but the gauge at the bottom is like your level of charge. Like, you have the first segment is level 1, then second segment is level 2, and then like level 3. And level 4 is when the gauge is full. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And pretty much Reimu, when you charge your level 2, so when your gauge, you know, is in the second segment, it deals a little bit of damage. And you can guess by the fact that I said little, that I'm trying to, of course, mitigate the effect of the fact that she deals 1,000,000 damage and can pretty much skip entire bosses by just releasing a level 2 at the correct moment. So Chiari has been defeated, so thank God. And hello, Aquas, thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for hosting Shmuptember. We are currently going through Touhou 19, so the latest game in the Touhou franchise. Touhou 19, Undefined Dream of All Living Ghosts. The stream is a bit jittery because the player is having internet issues and the player cannot be heard on stream, so I have pretty much to parrot everything they say, on top of saying my own things. But despite all this stuff, we're having a great time. Having a great time. So Yuma, yeah. So Yuma is pretty much a breather fight after going through Chiari, but also she's pretty much terrible on nerves. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine you. Yeah, Yuma can definitely be like freaky for sure, yeah. Especially after, imagine going through the last boss, which was a nightmare, even though like it was kind of hard to see. Like the wisps can truly turn into a nightmare. So you're finally past this on a good pace, and then boom, you reach Yuma, and now you're like, please don't mess up. Because you know that even though the boss is easier, she still has things that can and will definitely mess you up. So yeah. Yeah, right. We haven't touched on that, but Touhou 19 continues the trend of the previous latest Touhou game of having like the card mechanic. So these are pretty much like equipments that you get as you play throughout the run, and they grant you various abilities. Which is kind of a fun mechanics and kind of makes your run kind of unique in a way, because you know you get different cards all the time. Another thing worth mentioning as well, even though I do not know the specifics, but under certain circumstances, Orin can actually kill herself. Which is very, like, weird, but, like... Which is very funny to think about, but, like... Okay, so the reason why Orin can actually kill herself is because, like, if she uses a level 2 when she's too high on the screen, she's normally summoning some, like, spirits. Well, the spirit is actually gonna spawn on top of herself, thus killing her. But yes, in the latest patch, I believe, don't quote me on that, but I believe in the latest patch, Orin's, self-damage was fixed, I believe. So yeah, I got confirmation from the runner that it was indeed fixed. Oh god, is that true? Oh god. Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, no. Right. So, yeah, so the thing about Orin is, like, she spawns a lot of spirits, right? And a lot of wisps and all that stuff. The final boss here, Zanmu, has a special thing where she can convert all these into EX attacks, sending them back at you. So, Zanmu is a terrible matchup for Orin, from what I recall. Which can quickly result into a mess. Like, hopefully, like, it doesn't get too bad for marbles, but the Orin Zanmu matchup can turn into something that is so ridiculous that the game can drop to like 6 FPS. So we'll see. But for that, we will need the final boss fight to actually start. Okay, so right now what the runner... Okay, so what Marble just said right now is like, he's stalling the dialogue for 90 seconds because there is a glitch that can happen on this boss fight, which will mean that animal spirits will stop spawning on your side. And these animal spirits are very important because they allow you to like send attacks back and forth and like charge up gauge and various things. And of course you can easily guess that if these stop spawning on your side, that's pretty bad. And by stalling the dialogue like this, you ensure that this glitch will not happen. That's, of course, not the specifics, but that's the general idea of this. You stall the dialogue so the glitch does not happen, so you can have a chance. Because Zanmu, as we mentioned, she's a terrible matchup for Orin, yes, but even going beyond that, she's just... In story mode, she's a pretty annoying boss to deal with as a whole. Especially her later attacks can get extremely like tricky to deal with. Well, it's already getting pretty messy. It's already getting pretty messy, we'll see. Oh god, it is starting. The mess is starting, everybody. Oh no. Oh god, the bitrate. Oh god, the bitrate. And the stream, everything is going to shit. Oh no. Okay, chat, we're just okay. Oh god, oh no! Please don't meteor marbles. Please clear. Oh, this is getting pretty bad. No marbles, please clear. Oh god. Okay, chat. Like, it's maybe a bit blurry. It may be a bit jittery. Maybe we're not seeing everything, but let's just imagine. Let's just imagine what we cannot see. So let's just imagine that the run is going smoothly, because I want to be optimistic. I'm going to be optimistic that everything is going smoothly and that Marbles will recover from this bumpy start, to say the least. I do not like what I'm seeing, though. Okay, now Marbles did manage to kill the boss before the spears got too out of hand. And now if you look at the still image on the right side, you can also see that it's getting very, very messy. And in fact, you see these tiny blue orbs. Like that are now, like you can see at the top of the screen, lots of tiny blue orbs. And these are the spirits and like they're sending each other back and forth. And because like Zanmu can convert things and like you can send them back, it will keep getting worse and worse as they are going to send each other more and more mess, turning the game into an unplayable state where if you don't send spirits back, you will die no matter what. You can just see the yeah, look at the other side screen right now. This is just, the game is essentially unplayable. You can also see the frame rate right now. The game is running at now 27 FPS instead of 60. That's just how many sprites have to be rendered right now. So yeah, Orin is considered to be a pretty annoying shot to like feel like to just play like for like low miss and no miss. And keep in mind the AI. is not necessarily going to fight back as well as a human. Because I have seen PvP matches where like the game became unplayable and essentially they were sending each other back and forth like just millions of spirits, and then started what is called in the Udual lingo as a bomb war, where like you cannot do anything else besides pressing the bomb button, because you know we haven't specified, but this run is a no bomb run. You see you have stars in the bottom right, these are your amount of bombs, right? And when you start the bomb war, you will cancel everything that's on your screen and you will send it back to the opponent. However, because the game is in such a state where it's unplayable, then you have your opponent has no other choice but to use a bomb to send the things back to you, which then forces you to use a bomb again, which is gonna do a ping pong back and forth with each player using bombs, and the person who's gonna lose is going to be the person who initiated the bomb war, because they're gonna run out of bombs first. And that's very silly. That's very, very silly. That's very funny to watch though, but yeah, essentially once you start the bomb war in PvP, you lost the match, or the round at least. I will say, Marbles is still surviving surprisingly well, and the boss is at two hearts left. So this is very well possible for Marbles to still clear this, but we'll have to see. We will have to see, but it's very well possible. I say this as like a mess of spears is heading towards his face. But, again, remember, Chad, what we cannot see, we shall imagine. And my imagination shall be optimistic. I believe in Marbles. And as we can see, so far, so good. Also, right, yeah, regarding what I said earlier in the bomb war, someone said something in chat which is very true. Like, what I said regarding bomb wars and the person being first to use a bomb losing. That assumes both players have the same amount of bombs when the war starts. But if your opponent used the bomb earlier, then of course they're gonna have, like, less bombs than you, and then you're gonna win, because they're gonna run out of bombs first. And now you can see that Zanmu is at, like, 1 heart left, which is very good for Marbles, but also, the mess TM is starting yet again, so we shall see what happens. But I want to believe. Oh! Apparently Marbles is in a good spot. He said this could be GG. Hold on, this could be it. All right, he's spamming Zanmu. All right, come on. There's no way she can get out of this, right? And there we go! Nice! The mess has ended. Zanmu has been defeated. The cat has won. Marbles is victorious. Oh, right. Quick ending blocker. But Marbles has been victorious. G, buddy. GG. It was kind of tricky to follow along, and I am not the most knowledgeable about this video game that is Touhou 19, and I was counting on Marbles to do the explanation, but given the circumstances, we did well enough. Alright, chat. We did well enough. I'll take it. So yeah, GG Marbles, you pulled up an amazing show. And the bits we're able to see were still pretty interesting. Sadly, the conditions were not the best to showcase Touhou 19, so if you guys are interested, I advise you go on Twitch or YouTube and look up some like Touhou 19 gameplay, so you can actually see the game running. rather than being a semi-slideshow, but even just the still images and the bits of gameplay we're able to see were enough to showcase how messy the game can get. And if you're into that kind of things, then definitely go check Touhou 19 out. It's a pretty fun game. And it's on Steam now, because I finally realized people outside of Japan want to play these games. But yes, we are no strangers to Trainwreck streams. Yeah, as I said, it's a staple of the Touhou community that like Touhou streams are always scuffed at some point. Whether it be on the World, even like the only exception of that is the World Cup, and even then sometimes we have tech hiccups. Even in the World Cup we have tech hiccups sometimes. But yes, in any case, well, thank you Marbles for showcasing Touhou 19. Chat cannot hear you, but if you want to say something, I can just repeat what you said if you want, Marbles. I see. So Marble said this is his last stream of Touhou for the year because he got to focus on his studies and also want to like learn other Touhou, get into more other Touhou games like UFO, which I heavily support by the way. Touhou 12, UFO, a banger game. China-san wouldn't have it in the Touhou block, maybe next year. But yeah, UFO among other games, I support that. But thank you so much, Marbles, and. As for me, because, you know, that's the end of the Touhou block on Shmuptember. So, thanks a lot to Shmuptember for having a Touhou block. Like, it's always a pleasure to showcase, like, you know, spread the love for Touhou. Thank you guys also for watching as well. And honestly, I think we can did a great job, and especially given the circumstances for tonight. So shout out to OJ for doing the tech in the back. That's well deserved. And yeah, GG to all the players as well who, you know, provided us with amazing Touhou gameplay. Of course, we cannot forget the commentators and the French block, Drifferano and me. The French block roots you, chat.